हेलो डियर स्टूडेंट्स एंड वेलकम बैक टू इंग्लिश विद प्रोफेसर तबस्सुम। आज की हमारी वीडियो में हम डिस्कस करेंगे हाउ टू अवॉइड फूलिश ओपिनियंस, मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट एनोटेशंस. सो द फर्स्ट एनोटेशन इज if someone maintains that 2 and 2 are 5 or that Iceland is on the equator, you feel pity rather than anger. Introduction. This line is taken from the lesson How to Avoid Foolish Opinions. It was written by Bertrand Russell. He was a philosopher, logician, mathematician, historian, political activist, and Nobel laureate. He is famous for his influential works like Principia Mathematica and the Problems of Philosophy. So this is our common introduction for all the four annotations. Context. In the essay, the author advises us on how to avoid bad ideas. First, we should look at things ourselves. Second, if we cannot observe an issue, think about any biases we may have about it, because belief can go beyond facts. He says that we should meet people who are not in our social group, travel outside our neighborhood, and read the newspaper to get rid of our prejudices. Another way is also to have a mock debate with an imaginary opponent, but we should not make ourselves look better in a position than someone else. In all these ways, we can avoid foolish opinions. So this is our context for all the four annotations. Explanation. In the essay How to Avoid Foolish Opinions, the author Bertrand Russell gives us tips on how we can avoid foolish opinions and also gives many examples regarding it. The author makes us cautious against the comments that will boost one's ego, and this problem is tough to solve because everyone is sure about his or her supremacy. He advises us that we need to have common sense and modesty. Our principles should not be dogmatic, and we should respect others' opinions, standards, and ideals equally. He says that dealing with a man's self-esteem is challenging, and the only solution is to remind people that human life is episodic on a small planet. So this is our explanation. Then coming to the critical comment. It is a thought-provoking essay. The article discusses about the many mistakes mankind is prone to make, but it also has elements of cheerfulness and gentle humor with a light of hope at the end. Russell's clarity of thought and fluency has added beauty to his style. So this is our critical comment. Now critical comment will also be the same for all the four annotations. Only the explanations are different. Second annotation, persecution is used in theology, not in arithmetic, because in arithmetic there is knowledge, but in theology there is only opinion. So again, the introduction will be the same how it was for the first annotation. The context will also be the same. Explanation. In the essay How to Avoid Foolish Opinions, the author Bertrand Russell gives us tips on how we can avoid foolish opinions and also gives many examples regarding it. He says that there is ill treatment in the study of religious beliefs, that is theology, because there are options in theology, but in arithmetic there is only knowledge. Hence there is no persecution, that is ill treatment. So this is our different explanation. Then coming to the critical comment. Critical comment is again the same. Third annotation. I have frequently found myself growing less dogmatic and cocksure through realizing the possible reasonableness of a hypothetical opponent. So again, the introduction and the context is same. Explanation. In the essay How to Avoid Foolish Opinions, the author Bertrand Russell gives us tips on how we can avoid foolish opinions and also gives many examples regarding it. He says that when he imagines a mock debate with his imaginary opponent and understands the reasons and opinions, then he has found himself avoiding giving opinions strongly like facts, that is, dogmatic statements, and also avoided being overconfident. That means he avoided being cocksure. So this is our different explanation, and the critical comment is again the same. Fourth annotation, be wary of opinions that flatter your self-esteem. So again, the introduction and the context is same. Explanation. In the essay How to Avoid Foolish Opinions, the author Bertrand Russell gives us tips on how we can avoid foolish opinions and also gives many examples regarding it. He wants the readers to be cautious when people praise your self-respect. Both men and women, they get easily convinced about the superior excellence about their own gender. There are many examples, like if you are a man, you can point out that most poets and scientists are male. If you are a woman, you can retort and say that most of them are criminals. Hence, both can be neutrally correct in their own opinions. So, this is our different explanation. And then the critical comment is again the same.